nên là cũng mua lụt thong qua hỗ trợ ít trong phong hiệu và nên mua lúc sẽ rong và nên tầm sai cũng cho mọi vị nhất cho họ cũng từ YouTube và hoa tiền chế sáng đây nọ giờ nên một sai cũng mua bên cái lụt thọ cho nên còn nên bắt sang ngạc của cái ý giờ nên chỉ tao subscribe là gì nên chỉ tao nhạc còn đó chỉ lấy và nên tao toàn trên trong này nó ba nhạc còn đó chỉ lấy nó tao giờ hai tiền này chỉ tua trong mình tàu nhất tàu YouTube luôn bây hoa tiền chế sáng đây nọ và đã mong anh em mà muốn nhà họ thế là yếu tố là gì nên nhà ở bên trong thế là yếu tố đó này khó thọ còn nên ba muốn nhà luôn thì và cha tụi đi xong là tàu khó bé thọ còn nên ba muốn nhà lúc trước tàu của và thế thì xe tiền này ít trong khoanh sẽ rong sẽ đau và nên tôi một sai của cho mà bị nhất tàu họ của tụi thùng chơi sáng đây nọ nếu bắt sang cả của tụi của cho lụt tay thọ nhất tàu nọ và trong tàu.
On behalf of my family, we were all here just earlier in green shirts. And just for the record, this is my school uniform. It's not the green one. I have this one. But on behalf of my family, all my brothers and sisters who traveled near and far, my mother, we are deeply humbled and grateful. And what an honor it is to have been bestowed this new elementary school named after my father. We cannot stress that enough. Our thanks, we're going to say it over and over and over again, today, tomorrow, and in the future. You've forever made us happy, and the people of this great community happy. So thank you again. It would have never been possible without the help of many different people in this great community. And I'd first like to start off with the Fresno Unified School District, with Superintendent Michael Hansen, and the Board of Trustees, Larry Moore, Shah Sidori, Dr. Tony Bang, Valerie Davis, Janet Ryan, who I met the other day when the school opened. I believe she's in DC right now at the current moment. Cal Johnson. And Carol. I'm sorry. There's a lot of names I haven't heard. So thank you for your support and in dedicating this brand new elementary school after my father, the late General Nais Phoos. Next, I would also like to thank another dear friend of the family and my father, and that is, of course, Mayor Ashley Brayton. Thank you for your support. And that thanks also extends to all the members of the City Council of Fresno. And I won't hold you by name, but thank you for your support as well. I want to thank all the organizations, Hmong and non-Hmong, who supported my father's bid for the naming of the school. And all the people who turned out in full force to sign the petitions and to make your voice heard in support of this mission. And it was a mission indeed accomplished. And here we are today at Bang Tao Elementary School. Education is the key to success. That's the school's motto. But it was also a quote that my father used in his speeches and his lectures wherever he went. And I was given the opportunity to travel with him by his side to many different places and meet many different groups of people. Audiences as big as the one we have today, and some even larger. And although he would talk about other parts of his life, his military, and even his hunting life and his sports life, and so on, he always talked about the current situation and the future, and how he continuously helped the people that he came across, and how it would improve not just the Hmong people, but the people of the community and the country as a whole. And education was one that he always lectured about. especially with the young men and women that he met, that education is key to any individual or any groups of people or any country in this world. Education, as Dr. Tony Bang stated earlier, is the surest path to alleviate poverty in any community or nation. And education allows every American an equal opportunity and the fairest way to achieve success. Now, we all know that success is very difficult to achieve, but those who have succeeded, as history has taught us, has never allowed failure to define them. And in failure, they never gave up hope. They never gave up their faith. And if they didn't succeed one time, they would try harder and give a new approach, expand their vision and the horizon until the day they did succeed in whatever they were trying to succeed. And that was something that my father lectured to the audience and to many different groups of people. And through his leadership, we have seen over time, starting back in 1961 when he rose to military leadership. And his military career was just half of the man he was. The other half, he was a father not only to his family, but to his people in Laos. He was a father figure to all. On the military side, he was defending and protecting freedom and democracy, to keep his people and men and women of the free world free. He built alliances, especially with the United States, starting in 1961. And he carried out the policies of the United States government at their request to protect Southeast Asia from being engulfed from evil and oppression. We knew that if Southeast Asia at that time remained free and democratic, the rest of the world would be better off. And to stop the aggression of the spread of communism. But with that military career, my father opened the doors of education to his people. Now, before my father's time, the Hmong were mainly poor nomadic hill tribes spread throughout Southeast Asia, primarily in southern China, northern Vietnam, northern Laos, northern Thailand, and the northeastern portion of Burma. With very little education, generation after generation for some 2,000 to 3,000 years, knew nothing but to farm. Farming was the lifestyle that they had. And as a young boy, my father saw that his parents worked so hard on the farm, along with his siblings. And everywhere, every Hmong village that he went to, that's all he saw. The Hmong people working hard on their farms, day in, day out. And he asked himself, at the age of 13, he asked himself, what could he do to try to change his people for the better? What could he, as an individual, as a Hmong little boy, a nobody to anyone, what could he do? And that was when he made the decision to go to school, a French military school. And he became a messenger boy for the French. And that's where it started. From there, he learned how to read and write. And from that, he excelled. And he started moving up the ranks in the French volunteer forces. And when he reached to the rank of general in the Royal Lao Army, when the Americans came to ask for his help and his alliance and friendship and cooperation during the Vietnam War, my father built schools across those hill tribes and mountainous regions of Laos. He built hospitals, he built roads, he integrated the people, he moved the high mountain people to lower levels and built cities where everyone could live in one community. That was better communication. With communication, it's better cooperation. With cooperation, in a sense, you have a unified people. And through education, he taught his people how to read and write, the simple fundamentals of education itself. And from that, he changed the course of his people. The turning point in Hmong history, after thousands and thousands of years of poverty and conflict, being ripped from your houses and displaced, the Hmong people changed forever, all because of one man and his vision just to help his people.